few of us will be added to. We that participated in the meeting, basically. So that's where we shared the projects we're working on, and that's where brainstorming will start, basically. So
Okay. I'm thinking that we should just do that. I mean, just drop your stuff already in the normal group. Let's not go out of it, because the facilitators will not want that. The organizers will not want that. I would have loved to do that myself also, but it would be like,
yes, he said it actually. We will be bringing what we have to the main group.
Yeah.
You understand? We'll be testing.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just talk about it. Let me just know what you guys worked on, your challenges, things you saw. Because, for example, yesterday, Austin was already onto something, and I had to step in and do some correction, that's how it works, really. You try, you make a mistake, you get correction. Now, that correction, you never forget it. A correction, an information you get from making a mistake, you can never forget it. Again, that's why it's good to always
yes.
do things. That's why it's always good to try. You learn by hands-on. That's how you can always remember. If I told you that's it, because what I told you guys, I already told you before. I told you before that time, and yet when you went there, you still made a mistake. So that means that just saying it and hearing it does not make you remember. It's when you try it.
Yes, I understand. Like
you not remember. So that's how it works.
Sure, we'll be bringing what we have in the group. We are just for now. We just only 3. You understand? So everybody will go. Then, like what we discussed yesterday, by today, like each of us will bring up a question. You understand? Then we'll look into the questions. Then we can throw it on the group. You check it. If it's fine, then we can be able to move on from there. Then divide up. Maybe each of us will have like 2-3 people to interview with the questions. Then either they are using a Google Sheet or they are recording the voice. Then after they can drop either the voice or we'll see the Google Sheet. You understand? Then we can combine the answers together and move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Alpha, what did you guys continue on it yesterday? Did you continue? Did you have any planning? Did you do your course? Usually, when you're doing research, you do your plan. That's one thing I missed out telling you guys yesterday. You do your research planning. I didn't include that. I was pulling my portfolio. That's why I missed it. So I didn't include the part of my portfolio.
Okay, we are like to give the team like the process, the plan process.
Yeah, I mean, don't
like a project diagram. After this the next. After this the next.
No, not that. Is this, you want to go, for example, you have if you want to travel to, if you want to do a business, Austin, I mean, you're a business guy. You want to do a business, you usually plan for it, right? Before you engage in it, you kind of sit down and write down your plans, what you would do, where you get your capital from, what's the idea like, how do you execute, you have that kind of plan you get before you start to work. Yeah. It's not like a programming. It's not like programming.
Yes.
Before you get a computer to do something, you have to write it to the computer to tell it to do it. You get just jump. So you are writing that, you're planning your to-do list, or you're planning your stuff. It's like programming your own self, so you can run with that thing. You can operate on that on your plan. So in this case, for example, we are trying to discover the pain points of nursing mothers, especially in relation to what am I going to put this down? In relation to errands, yes, things that they have to complete outside of the scope of their current environment, and if perhaps there are things that they need to complete within the scope of the environment that you could discover and help you to understand how you could help them or create a product that has value for a particular market. You get? That is the goal. So you should try and write down this goal in a very way that articulates to you. Because if you don't articulate your goal to yourself, you may not be able to follow through it. You may not be able to be disciplined enough to stay on track. But you may get carried away and do something else entirely. You get? So write down your goal. Just know this thing I'm saying. You guys have a paper and pen somewhere there. Just articulate your goal to yourself. Yeah. Then articulate. You said?
Please go on.
Yeah, articulate your goal very clearly to yourself. What are you trying to achieve with your research? You get? Then write down a method you want to carry out, you want to use. You get? Then write down your tools that you want to that's going to help you carry out that method. Things you're going
Please, can you repeat that again? Say articulate
articulate your goal.
goal.
Your research goal. What you want to achieve. Let it be clearly articulated to you.
Okay.
So then the next thing will be that you should note your method.
Okay.
And if possible, also write down why you are using that method. So you don't just do the method randomly. Methods are usually chosen based on some factors. Not these factors, based on your
You need to know the reason you are choosing the method you want to use, right?
Exactly, because you're not just using methods randomly. It is based on the user's own experience too. Because some users are in a condition where you cannot carry out certain things. Not all your users can sign into Google Forms. You get? So you cannot be, if you have a set of users who are not going to be on Google Form, like these mothers you're talking about now, they'll not be there. They'll not answer. You cannot even reach themselves anyway. To even give them Google Form to fill. They may not, you are going to meet a nursing mother, for example, whose time is their problem. You're not telling them to go and take their time out and fill Google Form. I'll dismiss you immediately. You get? So survey cannot work. That survey method cannot fly. You get? So, and again, if you're trying to get a qualitative analysis, you're trying to get a qualitative research, you are not even going to be trying to do that kind of remote survey. You want to get to, you can still get a remote survey though. I mean, you can still.
You can get a remote survey. It's just the type of question.
Yes, depending on the question.
Yeah.
You can say actually get that. If not for anything, I would love to show you the questions we used to generate a very.
Please show us. You can.
No, it's my work, it's my office data. That's the problem. I've not gotten permission from the office yet. So now I'll show you the research we did, the questions that was done for the research we did for parents, because we're working on an educational app, AfriLearn. So I did a survey that was posted on our site, and it was interesting because it uncovered a lot of things. But it was because of the kind of questions asked. Though it was remote, we were able to get very, very, very interesting insights. Because of the kind of questions. I would have loved to show those questions, but I cannot do that because there's an NDA to that. So, depending on the question you ask, you're right about that, Musa. So, but again, if you're going to that kind of qualitative test, you have to know that you're looking at probably an interview. You get interview instead of a survey.
Okay.
Interview.
So aside calculating our goals for the research, then noting the method.
Yes.
Then knowing the reason you've chosen the method. What else should we consider?
Your tools.
The other things.
Your tools. How are you going to record the information? How are you going to get your information? How are you going to record? Yeah. So how do you want to?
How to?
Yes. How do you start?
How to get the information?
Yes. How are you going to capture your information? Are you going to be recording on your device? Or are you going to be using a tape recorder? Are you going to be using your phone recording? Are you going to be just writing it with your hands? You have to plan for that, so you know what your challenges, what conditions are you going to be in. So to also the conditions you're going to be in will determine that too. You get, and also your resources available to you. You may not be brilliant enough to be able to get even I don't know how to put it down. Not everybody can afford some of the kind of tools used, because if you see high level research, they have what they call a research lab. In that research lab, they will invite the participants there beforehand. They'll recruit them, probably even pay them, and bring them there to that place. And then they'll be observing them. Okay, that's mostly a usability testing scenario, really, where they will have them use a particular device. So I think that's a higher level UX research scenario where you're dealing with things. But if you're just doing a product finding stuff, you cannot get a lab because you have to just meet the people where they are. You can just meet the user on the road, you know, in their school, in their homes, stuff like that. So it's yeah, because so some of your nursing mothers, you may even meet them in the shopping mall, coming to shop with a child, with a baby.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing one. Now at that point, you feel like asking the person a question. And now the person is trying to shop. The person is probably in a hurry and all those kind of stuff. But then the way you
Person is distracted, yeah.
is distracted, but there's a way you can approach it that the person could give you time.
Okay.
So those are the kind of things you have in your planning, and these things are nuanced. You cannot even like, there's no method to it, there's no formula to it. It's just a certain understanding or framework of your mind that you should be ready with to be able to take advantage of the situation. You get? So you have to have those plannings. You have to have a way to plan. How do you take advantage of spontaneous moments like that? You get? Because you cannot tell who your best candidate can be if you saw somebody inside the bus with you. You get? A mother you met just sitting next to you, you're traveling, and the child is crying. I instead of get a conversation with her to tell her, answer her challenges, probably because the way you engage, you're trying to help her with the child that is making noise and all that stuff. She can open up and tell you things that you will not get from. She can tell you things that will make you millions. You get?
Yes, exactly.
So you have to have your mind ready for those kind of spontaneous movements. So those are the kind of things you sit down and that's why planning is important. You don't just jump in. You sit down and play out all your possible scenarios. How, if this scenario is there, how can I solve it? This scenario is there, how can I solve it? Okay, there have many scenarios I don't know. How can I be ready for things I don't know to take advantage of this kind of scenario? So that's your planning stage. You get? You plan that way to learn, because it is and also you should also plan that your research doesn't ever stop. Even if you get your research, you won't get the product and the product is not doing well, you should always be in that research mode, because you'll still be uncovering things. That mode is supposed to be your natural mode of your natural mode as a product designer. Your natural default mode, trying to observe the learn. Just always be as if somebody who doesn't have a product, you're just still looking for solutions all the time. So it always opens your mind up to pick on small, tiny information and be able to get to learn from details from people. So there's another thing again. What's that thing? Okay, recording. The rest is really not much, because at this stage, these things will not give you insights on how to, or it will give you information. Now, after that is going to be how you're going to organize your information. You get? Are you going to use Google Sheets to organize them? How are you going to analyze them, sort them, and all those things?
So it's part of the planning too.
Yeah, if you can plan for it, it's good, because it helps you move faster. You don't have to be breaking in between. But then this one can be done after you finish your survey. You can even replan for that one again after that time. You get? But you need to plan for how you get the survey and get the information and interact with the user, your candidates, to be able to know, get the information from them. After that, you can sit down and plan on how you're going to organize this information, or mine out or remove and extract insights from your data. You get? So basically that's it. So these are things you should note when you're going out there. This is what I told you. So and also plan your dates, your time frame, because you don't want to be doing survey forever. You want to do it, close it, and get to the next stage where you use the information to craft. You know the next thing now. We saw yesterday. Craft a user persona. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can condense it to their problem, their main pain points, what they want, how they are measuring success based on those things I gave you guys, and then how you draft a persona, how the person is going to be like, so you can now know exactly what you are targeting to solve for them. So that's you need to finish at that point and to get to that point. So also set the time frame for your research. Probably maybe you want to use 1 week or 2 weeks for it, or 1 week or some few days, whatever it is, but just like that. So these are things probably as a team now you guys just have to agree on it and agree time frames since you are working together. You get?
Yes.
So that's it. So what you guys? I think we've been able to use 18 minutes very, very well to bring out some very important information you can use, some actionable information. So, all right.
Sorry, I want to ask a question. Does a Figma help at the stage of the research? Does it help at all? When you're designing?
No, does not. Figma does not. FigJam may help you. Because FigJam is where you are doing plenty connections of thought, wireframes, mind mapping, all the information processing tools are on FigJam. So that one may help you when you are organized, when you are trying to write down and take note of stuff. But even in a raw field work, because research is mostly field work, FigJam and Figma are useless on a field work. What you need is your normal ordinary notepad. You know, a phone that records. Something like that can just help you scribble quickly, or some kind of notepad, maybe even a paper and pen notepad. You know, those kind of things. That's what you really need. You know, that's what you really need. Maybe like your Google Notes, Google Docs,
Yeah.
or even if you're just taking Google Docs and your any normal notepad. Those are the things you need mostly. Figma and FigJam cannot help you much. FigJam comes into play after you're done. I want to now organize. In fact, after you're even done, even up to where you create your analyze all those things I did yesterday, the only place you might not start looking into FigJam is when you want to design your user persona, of which you don't even need it per se, because you can just even drop that one on your paper easily. Just write them down very easily. But you can use FigJam just to create something that has a visual or something that, especially if you're working as a team. The good thing with FigJam is that it allows two of you to work together simultaneously on the same project. So you can have the same document, enter, build the user persona. The manual can be putting, Musa can be working on it, and also can come and add to it like that. So you are sharing the same file. That's the good thing with FigJam. So that helps you. So that's how it goes.
Okay. So we should be ready to Figma now, right? Or
no, you don't have to do Figma now. Just note your plan. Just do this plan and then get back into the field. Like the next thing I should be hearing is your different. I met some person today. I spoke this way, and this was how the interview went. I was able to get this kind of information. I was not able to get this kind of information. And what happened? This is what happened. That's that kind of thing we should not be having for the next 1 week. You get?
okay.
Yeah.
I'll go for my list to create. Question. That's why we're going to draft out now. We're going to draft this one out based on the kind of results. Don't worry, I've already listed the things. This. Get to the sense. I have nothing more that I can talk to have them. So it's the one-on-one. Yeah, you're muted though. Hope you know. Okay, fine.
Okay, by God's grace, before Thursday, we'll submit what's the progress that we have achieved so far.
Okay. You don't have to wait for Thursday. You mean if you do it today and you have something going already tomorrow and you have questions or challenges or blockers, just post them. That way you will be able to have real-time conversation on them. Because when you're doing projects like
regarding the timelines, if I wanted to ask that, should we not like have a ample amount of time, like 2 weeks or so, to do a comprehensive research?
exactly.
Finish up. Basically, it's just one two. The other lady didn't show up today, so now she won't know the progress of these things that we talked about. So, and again, maybe she doesn't even have time to show for the research. Yes, now, because you can't do the research even if you are without interest. If you're not interested, you won't be able to carry out research properly and effectively. That's what I'm thinking. So, I'm talking about the person I had.
For anybody. What of
Right,
us?
now, if you're looking for 10, let's say you want to talk to 10, nothing more than I cannot try like maybe 5. I have ones in my area at my end I can talk to, maybe you talk to someone and all that. And again, I think these factors, there's also factors to consider based on the, I think location to the factor. You understand? And financial status of these people. So I have some really my area. It's kind of a good area. You know? So that area now you're talking to a nursing mother there. They might not prefer to shop because they don't have the money to for the logistics and all that. So you get that will also be a factor that will affect them in their responses. You understand?
Now, how do you help them? If money is the
Can't help
reason,
them when there's a problem. There's no way we can help them.
there must be a way.
Like
There
that.
must be a way. That is the reason why research will be done to a medium person, the lowest and the highest.
If you are considering the lowest now,
I
you
like that.
understand?
I
You
like
are
that thing you just said now. Also. The fact that you looked at that categorization of medium. I would have showed you guys one of that projects I did with that same company I showed you guys yesterday. That one was for users just like the kind of ones you guys are looking at now. Just users that are not using, that were not even having any product. They are just tenants, anybody at all. And how that thing was done, we categorize users based on 3 categories, depending on their level of experience, with using technological devices. And we had to have different personas based on range of users in terms of those who don't know anything. They cannot even speak English at all. Those who are very, very, very savvy with tech. So that kind of thing. And the fact that you're trying to even split between users who are buoyant, the ones that are not buoyant, the ones that are middle class, is also a very, very critical way to approach those problems. So I like that you guys are thinking that way.
Sure, that's cool. That's cool anyway. It will depend on your area. If you can get somebody like 3 people, the lowest this thing,
I can
the
get
medium
my
size,
lowest categories of people.
the medium size. You understand the problem where we say the way people will not get money they face. Understand the problem where people where they okay they face, and the problem where people will get the money they face. So if you join them together, there must be a solution. There must.
We know that our target audience, basically, we have a target audience. So it's not really all Muslim mothers we are looking to cover. We have a target audience. Our target audience is really the middle class that can afford this service and also have this program.
Let me tell you.
You
Let me
can't
tell you.
tell. You cannot. You cannot
Do you know?
tell.
Do you know?
people
Do you know?
are-
Do you, do you know? Do
There
you
must
know?
be a target
Let me
audience.
tell you. Hold on.
Isn't that correct?
For me, let me say in a business, the targeted audience will be the lowest people. Like in a betting company now, I'm just using the one I did as what we targeted most are the people that bet 50-50 now, 100 now. Because those ones has the 90% chance of losing their money. But if you went to people that bet 1 million with 2 odd, they have 80% of winning. You understand? So the targeted audience are mostly the poor. If you give a rich man this thing, say 500, he will buy it. But somebody that didn't have money will buy one, 200, come back to buy another one, 200, come back to buy another one, 200. Now that 600.
This Austin is supposed to do UX. He's supposed to.
Na Igbo man, na inside business.
So this is the issue with Emmanuel's angle though, Austin. The service you're trying to offer, which has to do with paying for a service that would because if you're able to get, I mean, it's not really everybody can use it really, depending on the solution. I already have an idea of a solution in my mind, but I don't want to give it to you guys. I want you guys to build yourself into the solution. It's not a rich man or poor man. Listen, it serves everybody actually.
Okay.
So just do your research. Don't go. That's why I tell you guys to discipline yourself. Now, Austin is already pulling from his experience with betting into this, which is what I was telling you about. Do not ever go with experience. It
Yes.
won't blind you.
Yes.
It
He
will
has, he
always
has
blind
a bag full of experience.
Yes. Don't try it. You will not, it will
I mean, this is my first time. I've not done this before. So I'm not looking at possibilities.
So it will be making you, it will be giving you questions that you shouldn't even be asking because of your previous experience. It can be blocking you for questions you should be asking. So try and forget whatever you know. Because now you want to go and learn. So go there like an ignoramus, somebody that doesn't know anything. Your teacher is going to be the situation, the woman that is in front of you, what she's doing, what she's not doing, how she's vexing. Even you may want to ask a woman, say, please, want to ask a question, and she's impatient and rushing. That impatient and rushing alone is information to you. It's showing you that she's under pressure. It's telling you that these people are under pressure. You get?
So do you advise us to actually observe them too, like just like you did with your other project?
You guys saw my this thing yesterday. Have you not read the portfolio I shared with you?
Yeah, I saw it.
I told you I spent 2 hours observing clients. Just watching them.
Quantitative and qualitative.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do observation. Then you might have someone in your area, or maybe someone you're comparing. You might just be observing what she's doing, how she's coping.
Exactly.
Then maybe after 1 day, 2 days, you can now decide to ask her questions.
You may even ask her question by even trying to help her. She may even allow, women are very sensitive to do some research. Also go to the website and do some psychological research about the mindset or psychology of a nursing mother. What things they're like, how do they feel like? You may have all this information already even online. Sometimes try to do your research by looking forward to what other people have done. So it gives you a pre-understanding or pre-information about what to expect.
Yeah, exactly.
After that, you cannot put it aside and try to learn new things on top of it. For example, you may check out how most nursing mothers think, what the kind of things they like. It may give you insight into having a key to make friends with them. You get? For example, if a woman finds somebody is very helpful, always trying to support, if you have a nursing mother in your area and you offer to help her get some things, she may accept it and end up making a whole list for you to buy for her when you are going out and come back. I see when she's reacting. That if that errand you are going to and fro is giving you logistics information about how to help you can see that she actually wants to have help of somebody getting something for her. You get? Yes. That means she needs a connection to getting things without leaving the house. You get? All those kind of things. And you can learn the kind of things she's thinking, the kind of pressure she's having, why she's doing that. She can even tell you things. Those are kind of things are there. Two, you can for example, go to all these maternity, you can go to all these hospitals during the maternity period, maternity days where women come there to come and do their normal maternity, post maternity sessions. Normally, when they give birth, they bring their children to the hospital every time they check up, all this immunization, all those things. They might gather in one place. You can always go there, and during that time, they are usually waiting for their nurses. So they have all the time in their hand. They're not in a rush that time. You can get there and just start to just congratulate them, tell them you're from here, you're trying to do something that will help them, reduce stress for them. So you need them to tell you about some information that can work on for that purpose. For example, they normally have issues in the house trying to get things, maybe run errands and stuff like that. They will give you information for that place the way you may not be able to get from anywhere else. You get? So these are the things these are the things that kind of things that to be your planning stage. Planning how to access your users, how to recruit, users for interview, all those kind of things. So these are the kind of things that you do doing that. So I've given you a lot of information that should help you start very, very well here. So I think we're already beyond we're kind of beyond the time.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
So the next class is not here. Sorry, bro. What is are you taking a course with?
Okay, they're not there yet.
No.
Anyway, the truth is that there's nothing much more to say. I mean, you guys have you have enough everything to just get on the field. The main thing now is to just get started. Get started with your planning, all this thing you've heard now,
Yeah, sure.
document it, use it to go plan your move and everything you do normally. There are no rules to this thing. There are no rules. Just for you to be intelligent enough and intuitive enough to be able to organize yourself to get that information. Because in the world of design, the world of design is different from engineering. It's different from engineering.
I want to ask a question, actually.
Okay.
In this kind of research scenario, you have and everything is important, all the little details is important, but is there something like inadequate information that you didn't get enough data that might actually affect your project? So if there's something like that, I feel there should be priority sets, there are priority questions. These ones are the most important that you have to ask or you have to get. You understand? The rest of them, it's not really that important to ask. So you have the priority questions and you have the ones that
you don't. It's yes and no.
So that at the end of the day, you not be caught up in the dilemma of not getting enough data.
It is a yes and no situation. You will never get enough data. Just know that one, keep. You will never get enough data forever. And then that question is a no, in the sense that there's no particular formula that I can use to apply in every situation. And it is a yes, because yes, it is true, but it is contextual. In other words, the scenario for this problem is different from that problem, different from that problem, different from that problem. So it is you who is the researcher that should be intuitive enough to plan based on what you are trying to achieve. To plan what is required, what are the critical things required for this your particular goal. Because your goal is what determines your priorities. If you switch your goal, your priorities will change immediately. You get? If you want to go to university, your priorities are going to be different, different from if you just change your mind and say you want to do business. You understand? So there's no particular formula that will give you what is priority for everything. But each thing has their priority depending on what you choose. Do you understand? So it depends on your goal now. So in this particular goal, your goal is to learn about. Have you guys written down your goal?
Yes, it's that we have to have the things we are going to do on our planning stage. So we'll work on that today. So okay. The goal is part of it too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well, how do we take the attendance? Okay, you're not like take the attendance for this class, have you?
Attendance. Okay, let me drop it on the. Let me drop
that. Last week, I'm not sure we took attendance for this physical.
Let me drop that on the group. Let me get it for you guys.
You can just mark the one for this week and last week together, since it's just both of us that came to.
Yeah. I think I'll just where did we should have form here, sir? And dance. Okay, I'm dropping it now for you guys.
That's dropped.
Have you seen? So
I've seen.
Just
You know, you can mark for last used.
I think you just simply you can just mark it, then you click it again and mark it again.
Okay.
Like if you can do it twice, so I can mark out the 2 weeks, the last week and this week.
That'll be week 2 and week 3. Week
Yes.
last week was
Week 2, yes.
That's a physical class now. This is a physical class.
Is that for physical class?
That one is for virtual. You know, it's saying that it's the same thing as one we filled the other time.
Okay.
But I said this one is supposed to be for physical class. That one is for visual.
Okay.
We'll drop stuff on the group today. That note I did now, I'll drop it there so we can check all those boxes for our planning stage.
Yeah.
Then we'll
Yeah.
now write out our questions and move to the next stage of
Yeah.
the research.
Just create a document that all of you can access together and be building up together. You can use Google Docs. So that's where your tools involved. When you plan for your tools, you're going to use one of the criteria you're looking at a tool that is a tool that can allow for collaboration because it's a team project. You get tools that have allow for, of course, the interview you're carrying out will not. There's no way you can collaborate. You cannot collaborate on your recording devices or your notepads and stuff. But you should look for a place where you can always go and share that information or drop that information where you guys can now analyze it together. You get. So that's why FeedJam could be important, really. You could use FeedJam to drop all those information because FeedJam allows you to connect all those files. Your notes, you can either drop notes, sticker notes, and stuff on FeedJam easily. Just try FeedJam when you get a chance. Just try and log in and just check out FeedJam. And also, you take a YouTube video that quickly shows you how to go around FeedJam. It's not really difficult. So in less than 1 hour, you should get up to speed with it.
Okay.
Because at least with FeedJam, your information is close to Figma. You can easily moving stuff to Figma as you want. Okay.
And wait to enter the
I think we can close now and make space available for other people in case when they come. There's not necessarily come and meet us there.
What did you say?
I said I think we should close now and leave the space for them so in case they come. They should not necessarily come and meet us there.
All right. I think some facilitators are around already.
So let's just make space for them because they'll even need this. They'll need this Zoom meeting link. All right.
All right. Now.
Okay.
Later.
Yep.